One of the first steps we take when we begin training any dog or puppy that comes to the studio is creating a conditioned response to the clicker. In order to fully understand the process of creating a conditioned response, we need to understand classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is pairing an unknown stimulus with an unconditioned or reflexive response. A classic example of this is Pavlov's dogs. Pavlov found that when he presented food to the dogs, they would instinctually drool. He was looking for a way to collect saliva without presenting food each and every time. So he started to ring a bell before presenting the food to the dogs. Eventually, with enough pairings, the dogs started to salivate when they only heard the ringing of the bell without the presentation of the food. When we create a conditioned response with the clicker, we are looking to pair existential food training with the sound of the clicker to create an instinctual response. The goal of the clicker is to teach the dog to have an instantaneous response when they hear the clicker. Ideally, the dog should come running to their handler for food without knowing why whenever they hear the click. We start the conditioning process by clicking and tossing one piece of food on the ground. We repeat that, clicking and tossing another piece of food on the ground. Then we click and feed a handful of food from us.
Click and feed. Click and feed from my hand. Nice. Click and feed. Click and feed. Click and feed a few from my hand.
With many repetitions of this over several days to weeks with your dog's meals, you will find that you have a very highly conditioned clicker response. You'll know your clicker is fully conditioned if when you are in one room and your dog is in another and you click, they come racing to you to find their food. The clicker is a highly effective tool for teaching puppies and dogs a variety of skills. Anything that comes before the click takes on the power of the click. So you can pair the dog's name or leash pressure with the clicker, and after 8 to 12 repetitions, the dogs will be responding to their names or their leash pressure the same way they respond to the clicker. For reactive or fearful dogs, we can change their emotional response to a trigger by pairing it with the clicker multiple times. And Molly is actually a dog reactive and sometimes people reactive dog. So we are just working on desensing her to being in the presence of another dog. You're going to hear me click when she actually looks at the dog. That's because her clicker response is pretty conditioned to the point where she doesn't know why she's turning back to me when she hears it. Good. Thanks for watching. For more information on clicker training, please visit the website www.partnersincanineme.com.